Hi there, hope you're all well this morning. There's something I was thinking about yesterday, partly from the groups and, just generally musing throughout the day, about doubt and about how regularly that shows up in life and the barrier that doubt can present to recovery. Now, most people doubt themselves because they've been educated to do so, because they think they should, they think it's the right thing to do, and because they think it works, it's a sensible thing to do. If I doubt, if I don't think I'm up to this task, if I don't think I'm capable of joining a group, if I doubt that I'll be welcome there, if I doubt this, I doubt that, if I doubt that I've got what it takes to recover, that will help me somehow. That will be a good and handy thing, because then it will stop me from doing things. And if I stop myself from doing things, there won't be any consequences to those things. But of course, doubt is part of a human being's selective thinking. The other part of the story is, if I doubt myself from taking action, if I doubt that I will be accepted if I ring a person up and say, look, I need some help, if I doubt that I have permission to speak in group, if I doubt that I'm wanted, if I doubt that I'm capable of filling out a job application or going back to university or going on holiday somewhere new, any of these things, then the actual opportunity cost of that doubt is huge. That's something that the doubting thoughts never say. Oh, by the way, if you actually don't take these actions, then other bad things will happen. So we're a prisoner of these kind of phantasms of the mind, these illusions of the mind, where we rush into the future. We imagine a whole bunch of things that may happen. We ramp up the catastrophe scale. If I ring this person up and say, hey, I need some help, they'll shout at me, they'll reject me, they'll say, how dare you ring me, they'll laugh at me, they'll throw something at me the next time they see me, all this sort of total nonsense. And then we're fixated with these terrible negative feelings about taking the actions that we really, really must take. And the other part of doubt is that people come to passionately own their doubts. If you have ever seen in group somebody challenged on their doubts, is that likely? Is that possible? Oh, yes, it is. Yes, don't you tell me that I should be doing this or the other. Because they identify with them very deeply, and they identify with the doubt, because the doubt is a tool that keeps them in a comfort zone of predictable misery. Doubt is a device that reinforces the addiction, and it's the addiction that always fights back in that vociferous way. So what are we going to do is the question. It's always fine and well to identify things. Now we have to get our thoughts into the doing. And the fact of the matter is no matter where you are in your life or your recovery, you have done so many things. You've come through so many struggles, so many battles, so many journeys, so many adventures, so many misadventures. You don't really have to do any more doubting. That's like a bold thing to say, but you don't really have to do any more doubting, because you have this many, many times over. You have risked and struggled and experienced most of the things you have to do in the rest of your entire life. You've done versions of them before already. You already know what to do in 99.9% of all situations. You've been educated in this. Life has educated you on this. And anything you don't know how to do, there are innumerable ways of finding out. So the only doubts you can have are, I don't know that yet, but it's easy enough to find out. There's innumerable people to ask. The world is awash with information. So doubt is something, it's like a habit, like smoking or, picking your nose or something like that. It's something that you have to bring from the unconscious into the conscious. You have to be able to see and witness, I'm going into that old behaviour again. Just like I would with my addiction. I'm going back into that old behaviour again. And this isn't something for me to punish myself with. I'm not going to shout at myself or slap myself in the head and say, how dare you do that stupid doubting thing again. You just look at it and think, right, okay, old behaviours coming back, as they will do, time after time, unconsciously. But once we bring them out into the light of conscious thought, then we can challenge and change. And it should be our manifesto, our creed, if you will, to reject doubt. Doubt no more. We've done enough. We've done our lifetime share of doubting. That has to end. Okay? So let's look at doubts today and thrust them to one side. They are the unhelpful helper, just trying to keep us safe and stuck in predictable misery. We don't want that anymore. Okay? Have a good day.